Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. I've noticed recently that a lot of bees are congregating on the outside of the box as soon as the sun hits the hive. So I was watching somebody else's video, and it's not an indication of swarming. I think it's just that the hive is pretty packed, and that's a way of regulating the temperature. And when it starts to warm up, a small group of them or a number of them come outside and congregate. It doesn't even look like typical bearding from what I've seen on other videos. I can see pollen going in. I've got another brood box that I want to put on, and I was thinking of just putting it on the top. That would be the easiest way, but I have a screen bottom board, and I think I want to put the solid bottom board on now. So I guess I'm going to have to break down the whole hive. A little apprehensive doing that because they're really receptive to the syrup that I put out. And I was just thinking yesterday, I was wondering if I was feeding somebody else's hive because of the flight paths. It looks like they were leaving the yard, not necessarily going toward these hives. So I don't have another box that I can put on top just for feeding purposes. I'd have to purchase one or make one. So I've been doing feeding for the most part, open feeding. So that's the plan. Need to put the solid bottom board on and then take this hive apart real quick. Put the new box right on top of the first two. And I think I'm going to leave because I did purchase a queen excluder, but it's kind of late, I think. I'd have to go search and find the queen, and that would entail having to keep the hive open for a long time. So I think I'm just going to leave those two honey supers on. I was wondering if the honey super frames were long enough to sustain a hive during the winter. I know they don't move too much, or it's difficult for them to move, I think, when it's really cold out. So if they run out of honey, I don't know if there's a disadvantage having the shorter frames, if that's where, well, they're going to be at the top. So they'll be clustered up at the top. So that was the only thing I was worrying about. But I've got the extra brood box, so I might as well put it on. And like I said, I need to put the solid bottom board on this one and also this here. That top box I've been using to enclose the feeding jar, but I think I need to fill that up with the rest of the frames and put the solid bottom board on that one too. But I was thinking also, I put lemongrass oil in the syrup, and someone was saying that they don't do that because it can start robbing. So I was looking at these bees, the way they're flying, and I'm assuming that they were with this hive, but I'm wondering if there are a group of bees in that that are just flying around the hive looking for a way in, and they're not from this hive. But I see some wiggle dance going on the outside of the hive too. That's probably where food is or something. The jars are empty. I haven't filled them up today. It looks like there is some conflict going on, so I don't know. Let's get to it. Open up this hive real quick. Don't want a feeding frenzy, robbing frenzy on my hands. So this is odd. The bottom boxes are pretty light. They're packed with bees, but they're pretty light. And of course the two honey supers are heavy. So if I remove those now, it's like no stores. Well, I accomplished what I wanted to do with the two beehives, but on the large one there, the white one, I think I started a robbing frenzy. There's a battle going on. And they drop into the ground in pairs in the front of the hive there. I think that hive's strong enough to repel invaders, but we'll see. Keep an eye on that. This one looks relatively tame compared to the other one. This is New England Gardening. Hope I didn't mess up. Thanks for watching.